Hi, first graders. Today we're going to read Scrunch the Caterpillar a second time. So today you're going to join me in reading it together. So Scrunch the Caterpillar is written by Stephen Krensky and it's illustrated by Jennifer Morris. Scrunch the Caterpillar. Okay, read the title with me. Scrunch the Caterpillar. And here are the characters. You remember these from the other day. There's Scrunch, Caterpillar, Spider, Ant, and Bee. Okay, get ready because we're gonna read all together. Scrunch was very good at crawling and eating leaves. But that was all he could do. One day, Scrunch saw his friend, Grasshopper. "I can rub my legs on my wings and make music," Grasshopper bragged. "Maybe I could do that," said Scrunch. Scrunch rubbed his legs on his back, but nothing happened. Then Scrunch saw Ant. "I can carry things that are bigger than I am," Ant said. "Maybe I could do that," said Scrunch. Scrunch tried to carry a big leaf, but he dropped it. Then Scrunch saw a bee. "I can make sweet honey," buzzed Bee. Scrunch knew he couldn't do that. So he just kept crawling and eating, but he felt sad. So let's stop here and think about, why do you think Scrunch is feeling so sad? Think about what's happened in the story so far. Why do you think Scrunch is feeling so sad? So you can pause the video and think to yourself or share with a family member. And then we'll come back together. Okay, let's come back together. So Scrunch is feeling so sad because his friends can do things that he can't do. So for example, Grasshopper says when he rubs his legs together on his wings, he can make music. But Scrunch can't do that. And Ant can carry things that are bigger than he is. But Scrunch can't do that either. And then Bee came along, and Bee can make sweet honey. But Scrunch can't do that. So he's sad because he's listening to all his friends tell him about all these things they can do, and he can't do it. So that's why he's feeling sad. Okay, let's keep going. "Wow," said Scrunch as he watched Spider spin a web. Scrunch knew he couldn't do that. "But I think there is something else I can do," he said. So if you see his face right here, he's looking a little bit happier. If we look back on this page, look at his face there. So he just thought of something that he can do. So now he's feeling a little bit happier. The next day, Scrunch stopped crawling and eating, and he wrapped himself inside a hard shell. When Scrunch came out a few days later, he looked different. Can you make music? Can you carry heavy things? Can you make honey? Can you spin a web? Asked his friends. So they're all acting very curious because they're wondering what can he do. They're wondering if he can do the things that they can do. No, I can't, said Scrunch, but I can do this. Then Scrunch spread his new butterfly wings and flew up into the sky. I wish I could do that. So let's think about this. How do you think Scrunch is feeling now? And try to think of something besides happy. We know he's feeling happy. Try to think of another word that might describe how Scrunch is feeling now. So take a minute and think or share with someone in your family. How do you think Scrunch is feeling now? And try to think of something else besides happy. Okay, let's come back together. So one word I was thinking about is I think Scrunch is feeling proud. He's proud that he can do something that his other friends can't do. So before he was feeling kind of sad and upset that they could do things that he couldn't do. So now I think he's feeling very proud of himself that he can do something that they can't do. Okay, let's think about one more question before we end today. What do you think Scrunch learned in this book? What lesson do you think Scrunch learned? So take a minute and think about that also. You can think to yourself or share with someone else. What lesson did Scrunch learn? Okay, let's come back together. So I'm thinking that he learned that even though there's things that his friends can do that he can't, there is something that he can do that other people can't do. So that's something we can remember about ourselves, that maybe, I can't do something that my friend or my sister can do, but there's things that I can do that they can't. So there's something that everyone's good at something. Everyone can do something that they're good at. So I think that's what Scrunch learned in this book. Okay, first graders, so that's it for today. I hope you enjoyed this book. Remember, you can always go back and replay it again and reread it again. So I hope you enjoyed it, and that's it for today. We'll see you again next time.